I think you know nothing about what you're attacking.
I think I know
You know nothing.
more than you in many respects. For instance, I know about OT3, where Hubbard wrote that 75 million years ago, Earth was known as Tegiak.
Hi, I'm Dr. Benjamin Wagg, or as I'm now known, Mark Bunker. And welcome to the worldwide headquarters of FactNet Films. About a month ago, I grabbed a camera and started covering Scientology-related events. Well, it didn't take long for the cult to catch up with me. Yesterday, their campaign of harassment continued, with picketers arriving at my doorstep. I grabbed the patented Minton cam and covered the whole event. This will give you the chance to watch the first fully videotaped Revenge Picket, and Mike Rinder, it will give you the chance to see just how well your little boys did.
Would you like a flyer?
Yeah, I would. I just got one, but I've been looking for more. You guys have pretty lousy picture on that.
Oh, if you can get us
I can give you more if you'd like.
Yeah, please.
And what's your name?
My name's Dan.
Hey, Dan. Thanks for coming by.
Sure.
And what's your name?
D.
D. And are you a Scientologist, or were you hired by Scientology to come by?
I'm a Scientologist.
Oh, really? How long you been in Scientology?
Doesn't matter.
I'm just curious.
I really don't want to do an interview with you.
You don't?
Nope.
Well, sorry to hear that. I mean, you're here at my house. I'm willing to talk about anything that you guys want to talk about.
This is the picture you want to get right here.
Well, yeah, I think
Why don't you
We can
why don't
see
you
me.
read that and you can see why we're
beware
here.
your neighbor, Mark Bunker, is not all that he seems. And what do you
Flip
think I
side.
am? Your neighbor, Mark Bunker, is a religious bigot. Well, if you would consider Scientology a religion, I suppose you might believe that, but unfortunately it's a cult.
Well,
Oh, I'm
Mr.
sorry.
Bunker, you know deep down inside you're trying to harm something that is good and helps other people.
Well, deep down inside I'm trying to help you is what I really feel. Because you probably don't know all of what your church does and all of what your church believes.
I
For
know a lot of
instance-
what my church does, and it's mostly helping people, you know. So.
Well, where are you on the bridge?
Oh, Mark, I'm not going to listen to
Well,
your
where are
insults
you
about
online?
where I'm on the bridge.
Well, just, you're here. I'd always like to talk to Scientologists. I'm trying to get your side of the story.
Have you ever done anything in Scientology yourself?
I went in, I took the personality test,
You've never
and
done a
I
course?
played with the e-meter.
Played with the e-meter.
Played with the e-meter. Well, the e-meter's
What
kind of a toy. I mean, it's...
So you played with the e-meter. So
Well-
in other words, you know nothing about what you're attacking.
I
You know nothing about what you're attacking.
I think I know
You know nothing.
more than you in many respects. For instance, I know about OT3, where Hubbard wrote that 75 million years ago, Earth was known as Tegiak.
Oh, my God.
And Tegiak was ruled over by the evil overlord Xenu, who, to solve the overpopulation problem, stuffed us all into volcanoes and blew us up, thus causing all of the problems that we still suffer from today. Seems that all of those little invisible dead space cooties that were caused by the exploding volcano have covered our bodies and are infesting us still today, so you need to take Scientology courses to clear yourself. That's incident 2. You'll be getting to that on OT3 if you ever reach that level. Of course, it will cost you about $360,000. Of course, you probably aren't paying for it. You may be Sea Org members, in which case you may never reach that level. Have you signed a billion-year service contract?
You want to get another picture of that? You've got enough film on me, don't you?
No, I mean, I haven't heard your side of the story yet.
Mark, why don't
I told
read
you
that?
what I feel about Scientology. Now tell me where I'm wrong.
Well, from when you first started saying what Scientology is to when you stopped talking. I'm going to take my place back down here.
Okay. Yeah, please, I want you to take your place. Because, you know, it was nice of you to drop the leaflets by. I had a lovely chat with one of my neighbors here yesterday. This morning she called, and she got it yesterday. She found it horribly amusing hearing about Xenu. Did you know that Mary Sue Hubbard went to prison because of Operation Snow White? Were you aware of that? That Mary Sue was actually sent to prison for having people break into the IRS and steal documents pertaining to Scientology. How about bugging the IRS? Scientology did that, listened into tax-exempt status meetings. The government found all this out when they raided your cult and discovered all the documents signed by Mary Sue. Unfortunately, Hubbard was really the person behind them all, but he wasn't around when the FBI came to arrest everybody. And so Mary Sue took the fall.
Your position is untenable, Mark. You know
My
deep
position-
down inside that
My position
Scientology
is
helps
backed
people.
up by documents every step of the way. Yours is backed up by lies from L. Ron Hubbard. You are believing Source because Source says so. I am telling you things that are in the public record, that are documented, that are from Hubbard's own tech.
Deep down inside, Mark, you know you're trying to hurt something that helps
I
other
know
people.
I'm trying to help you. Someday I hope you'll realize that your church is corrupt and that having an Office of Special Affairs, a department that does dirty tricks, that sends out flyers like this and picketers like you,
Is there anything,
simply because I have...
is there anything wrong? Do you see any untruths in this? There are no untruths, is there? How could we do it? How could we do it if there was some untruth here? Deep down inside, you know this is the truth. And deep down inside, you know that Scientology helps people, Mark, and you're trying to stop that. You can't
That's
stand...
what's true for you, but it's not true. I know that's what the church tells you. I know that's what you really feel you believe. But I think that you know that that's not right. That if someone says Lisa McPherson died because she was detained unlawfully for 17 days and lost 40 pounds in 17 days on Baby Watch, on the introspection rundown, Hubbard's own tech. She died in Clearwater, a miserable, horrible death that could have been avoided. You know that's wrong. And for me to speak out about that, I think is the only right thing to do. That's what I believe.
You know, people die of disease. It's a very unfortunate thing. But for you to attack someone, a church, because a member of that church died of a disease is ridiculous. People do die of disease, unfortunate as it is. And still, you are hurting something, trying to hurt something, which you will fail in the end of doing good. You're trying to hurt something that does good, Mark.
I don't think that I can in any way stop Scientology. I would like the folks who are in Scientology to perhaps reform Scientology. I don't mind that that you believe that you don't believe in Xenu because you haven't gotten to OT3 yet. I don't mind that people believe that they're covered with body thetans, that they have to go through past lives and solve all of their problems. That doesn't bother me. You can believe anything you want. I don't like the lies. I don't like the fact that I walked into the Celebrity Center and was told by the head of the Celebrity Center that the religion is completely compatible with whatever religion I was raised in. And then to find out in Hubbard's own voice, Hubbard saying there is no Christ. That's a lie. For Hubbard to say that Christianity is all an implant from an alien race, some madmen found part of Hubbard's tech thousands of years ago and misinterpreted that tech and turned it into Christianity. That's a lie to say that it's compatible with other religions. I don't see how you can look at that otherwise. Why do you have to lie as soon as you meet somebody on the street? Why do you have to lie with saying, come in and take a personality test? Why can't you just be upfront about what you believe when you meet somebody? Well, you know, I'm happy to have a conversation with you. I've told you what I believe, and I know that you believe in the tech. I know a lot of people. I've met somebody at the picket this weekend who's a free zoner who believes in the tech, but he believes that the current management is what's wrong. But that's always been the case. Every time there's been trouble, they've always said, those people have been cut loose. Everything's fine now. That happened when Mary Sue went to prison. It's happened repeatedly. You've got to know that DM, David Miscavige, is the criminal. He's a squirrel. He's changed the tech. It's all true. It's all in the documents. We've got the original versions of all of Hubbard's writings, and we've got the squirreled reprintings. How can you allow your own management to squirrel the tech? I'm not saying that I believe in the tech to begin with. I don't see how you can support the fact that L. Ron Hubbard, when he was off at sea on the Apollo, decided it would be proper to throw people overboard. How do you believe that that's in any way a sane, rational way to treat people? I mean, seriously, I'm asking you. For him to create ethics back in the mid-'60s, and if somebody upset him and he thought he was out ethics, I'm sorry, we seem to have a situation here. If somebody upset Hubbard and he was out ethics, his hands were loosely tied. Loosely, I mean not tightly. And his legs were loosely bound. And he was thrown overboard. Hi. Welcome. This man thinks I'm a religious bigot because I talk out about Scientology. And he's decided to come and picket my house. And I apologize for that, but I believe Scientology. This is about me. I live here, and suddenly he just showed up to start picketing me because there was an international picket this past weekend with critics around the country coming to complain about Scientology. So now they're saying that I'm a religious bigot. So, thanks for your time. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer. Where were we? Oh yes, Hubbard throwing people overboard. Do you think that's right? Do you think that's proper?
Did you see him throw somebody overboard?
No, but it's well documented.
Well, you said you have all the writings.
Happened?
You said you have all the writings.
I don't
on
have
Hubbard.
all the writings.
Well,
No.
you know, you do or you don't. You said you did.
I don't have a single piece of writing of Hubbard. I don't want to have any copyrighted material in my possession. I know that you folks have raided the home of Dennis Ehrlich, who lives nearby in Glendale. I know you raid the homes of people who have the text. So I have made sure that I never even read or download anything that has your copyrighted material in it. But I have heard the accounts of OT3 from CBS, from ABC, from Time Magazine, from various places that have quoted the court documents where your own people have verified that yes, OT3 is about Xenu blowing us up in volcanoes. So I'm aware of things like that. But I don't have the tech on how you run out the body thetans, how you get rid of the invisible dead space cooties from your body. I'm not interested in that. I don't believe the tech works, so I'm not interested in reading about it. But I do know the court documents in the FBI files. Please.
Hello? Yeah. No. Can't talk right now. I'll talk to you later, okay? Okie doke. I'll talk to you later.
Now, when I see an injustice, I just feel I have to speak out, and that's all I'm doing. I had a friend who was involved in Scientology, and I've met a lot of people now who are former Scientologists who have verified what I'm saying is true. that when I tell you about the Xenu story, yeah, that's true. I mean, your own top officials have verified it in court, so I'm not lying about that. I know that your early courses you find beneficial, and I'm not even saying throw out all this beneficial. For instance, in applied scholastics, in Hubbard's teaching technology, the fact that he says every child should have a dictionary on their desk. I'm okay with that. That's reasonable. But I don't think it's reasonable to say, God bless L. Ron Hubbard. We're going to clear some words. Now let's learn what else we can clear. How about body thetans? I don't think that's right. I don't think you should be indoctrinating kids into it. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't raise your kids as Scientologists, because that's really what you believe. But to spread Hubbard's tech in public schools, I don't think it's right. Do you have any questions about what I believe, or
No.
do you feel that what you're doing here is something worthwhile,
Yes.
and why?
I'm not going to do an interview, Mark.
Well, it's your opportunity to tell your side of it. I think I've honestly and openly tried to tell you why I feel the way I do, and I appreciate an open exchange of ideas. And I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
You've already said you won't have any of the material in your house. You're free to go down to any bookstore and buy books on Scientology
Well,
and
that was
find
one.
out.
I'm sorry.
Excuse-
You go ahead. I'm sorry.
and find out what it is. But that's not what you've chose to do. You've chose to find people that were unhappy with it or dissatisfied or complaining about it in some way and collect all that information so that you could use that to discourage people from doing Scientology. Once again, something that helps people. And all those people down there, why would they be there? You know, they're getting help. They're helping
well,
other people.
I mean, they
and they're-
certainly believe
and
that.
they're believing in what they choose to believe.
And again, I have nothing against them believing in anything that they want me to believe, but I think the church needs to be reformed. Do you think do you see the Baptist church having protesters go stand outside critics' homes? Do you see this from a Jewish organization? Do you see Mormons or Christians picketing outside anyone who dares to say something negative about the church? Is this a right thing to do? Should you
Do you
have
not
an
want
office
people?
of special
Do you
affairs?
not want people to know this? I mean, like I said before, if you see,
Well, I
if
don't
you
mind.
See,
I don't mind if people. I'm
if
sorry.
there's
Go ahead.
something not true in here, you know. But
Well, let me read it through. This is what a religious bigot looks like. I don't think I'm a religious bigot because I don't think Scientology is truly a religion, even though it has been allowed to be called a religion here in this country. In other countries around the world, there are many places where it's not considered a religion, depending on where it's convenient. In Israel, apparently, it is not a religion because of the codes there. It's
once again,
it's a
it's
study.
like I said, you're just picking up any kind of scrap of information that you can find that against it. You're not really interested.
Am I interested in going through the bridge and coming out the other side? No, because I don't think anyone else has come out the other side. I don't think you should have to pay for salvation. Do you think you really should have to pay $360,000 to be saved? Is there anything rational about that?
So you think all those people can afford to pay $360,000?
Do you think people should sign a billion-year service contract?
I guess it's up to the person signing the contract.
Are you a member of the Sea Org?
No.
Okay. Now, when people join the Sea
Can I
Org...
give you a flyer? Okay.
Oh, hi. The fun has escalated here. You saw the flyer they gave out yesterday, right? Yeah. I was just telling Alan that it's unlikely that we'd have a picketer here because it's not their pattern. Usually they wait until till you're gone and you're picketing the church somewhere that they actually come out and picket. But no sooner do I say that than we look out the door and there he is.
Well, I'll see you later.
Well, it's been fun. Bye. Come back.